Eliminating players one by one is essentially the defining feature of reality competition. Elimination ceremonies represent one of two things for players: the end of your game, or an official step closer to becoming the winner of the whole competition.
I'll just say this. 2 down, 8 more to go. It's better them than me. It's all about the money. 500 G's.
From the classics of The Tribe Has Spoken to TJ Lavin saying take care, there are a plethora of iconic elimination ceremonies to consider as the greatest of all time. And although we have seen some memorable moments from Big Brother to The Amazing Race, there are actually 5 elimination ceremonies that rise above the rest. So today, we'll be going over the top 5 elimination ceremonies in reality competition history.
Goodbye, number 4.
Bye.
And at number 5 is Battle for Dream Island's Cake at Stake. One can draw similarities of this elimination ceremony to Total Drama Island, but I would argue that BFDI and its sequel series actually take the ceremony and build upon the basic structure they were given. Each episode, the host reads off the number of votes that were received by viewers, and this public transparency about precisely where the votes landed on each remaining competitor puts it above other reality competition shows.
Pin is safe with 4,762 votes.
There is no other show with public voting that informs its audience and contestants the exact number of votes each player received.
How many votes was I short of Donut by? Perhaps 8?
Yeah, actually, it's exactly 8. What is going on?
While BFDI is not a traditional reality competition series, as a major fan of the genre, I'd be remiss to not at least consider it for this rank down. BFDI represents the creative minds of Michael and Carrie Wong, who created the series in middle school, uploading 1 episode a month on YouTube. As someone who grew up watching this series, it is undeniably impressive getting to go back in time and witness the literal progression of viewers and voters increase each episode.
This time we got 29 votes anyway. We got 259 votes out of the total 735 votes.
In regards to the actual ceremony of Cake at Stake, there's of course the running gag of the cake changing every single episode, which I love.
I have an ice cream cake, so I got 6 cupcakes instead.
This episode's cakes are delicious burritos.
And I don't think there's a single other elimination ceremony where the theme song has its own music video. These two things absolutely earned BFDI's spot in the top 5 elimination ceremonies. At number 4 is Claim to Fame. Normally, the player with the most votes is eliminated, but on Claim to Fame, the player voted out has the opportunity to make an official guess on any of the remaining competitors' celebrity relative. If they're correct, they get to stay in the game, but if they're wrong, then their relative is revealed. I honestly think what makes Claim to Fame's elimination ceremony stand out is that it is a jaw-dropper every single episode. The film countdown from 10, while overdramatic, really does add to the tension after each guess. I think my only request would be that if the guesser was incorrect, instead of the film burning out at the end, their celebrity relative would just show up immediately. Maybe production opted against it because it'd be too jarring, but I'd be interested in seeing live reactions to that instead of the gasps from people missing it. I also love that at each elimination, while bitter for the losing player, is also sweet because they get the opportunity to brag about their loved one.
Oh my god.
Wow. Carly, please tell us, how are you related to Tom Hanks?
So Tom Hanks is my uncle. He is obviously one of the biggest actors in the world. Everything that you hear about Tom is true. He is the nicest guy in Hollywood, and I just absolutely love him.
At number 3 is Whodunnit. In Whodunnit, players attempt to solve a murder each week, and the player that does the worst job is murdered, becoming the focus of the next case. What's incredible about Whodunnit's format is that every eliminated player actually gets to act out their murder, which is usually shown via flashback in the episode after their death. It's the only show where eliminated players are essentially guaranteed an extra episode after being eliminated. I love murder mystery stories, so Whodunnit is honestly the ultimate murder mystery show with a new case and new death occurring every single episode. It is absolutely a show that I dreamt of being able to compete on if only it had more than a single season. I think the only thing potentially working against it is that not all deaths are created equal. I mean, it would be cool if it were possible for every single death to be a major spectacle, but honestly, that would kind of lose the appeal pretty quickly, don't you think? All I'll say is if I were ever to die on this show, I'd hope I'd get something like being set on fire or my go-kart exploding instead of being attacked by a cougar or falling off a horse. Regardless, the variety of deaths that take place signaling to the other contestants that the next round has begun is super exciting, and I think absolutely stands out as the third best elimination ceremony in reality competition history. At number 2 is The Glee Project. When contestants on The Glee Project are eliminated, they actually have the opportunity to sing an excerpt of Avril Lavigne's Keep Holding On with the remaining contestants singing backup. The thing I really love about The Glee Project's elimination ceremony is that as a talent competition, these kinds of shows don't usually have what I would consider to be a proper send-off. They usually just walk out of the studio. In The Glee Project, I believe that the appeal is that it feels like a respectful way to honor the eliminated contestants' time, talent, and their journey while competing on the show. I remember watching this live and always appreciated getting to literally hear a contestant's swan song before leaving. I remember fans would edit these songs and create compilations and even splice multiple contestants together so they were singing it as a duet. You really had to be there for that, but I'm sure some of those videos are still online. As I fantasized about competing on the show, I found myself experimenting with my own stylization of the song, which makes the show the only reality competition series I've fascinated about being eliminated on. Not to mention, I've always been bitter that we've never heard the finalists of either season sing the song at all. Like, come on, Alex Newell or Ali Stoker, really any of y'all, just record it on your phone or something. I want to hear it and I can't be the only one. While there are compilations of players being evicted or torches getting snuffed, the obsession fans of the Glee Project had with the swan songs is something I've yet to see be redone, which is why it's number 2 on this list. The number 1 elimination ceremony in reality competition history is Home Free. On Home Free, contestants are building homes for families in need. When a pair is eliminated, they are given the opportunity to meet the family that they built the home for. And if you're unfamiliar with the show, then you're in for a doozy.
The deserving family is you.
No way.
Here's your keys. It's all true. This is your home. We are going to do this every single week.
This is the most amazing show.
Do you understand what I'm saying to you?
And they're gonna think they're getting eliminated and they're losing their dream. And just as they feel like they might die a little bit on the inside, they come to find out that the most beautiful thing has happened to them. And I cannot wait for them to feel that feeling.
If you're religious, Home Free is the reality game show that God would have created. And if you're not religious, Home Free is the kind of series that actively combats capitalism. I mean, we had a corporation create a television series where they gave homes to every single contestant that was on the show. From the first boot all the way up to the winner, every single home was given to the players just for competing. It's incredibly difficult to think of a single other elimination ceremony that could ever top the one offered on Home Free. Especially when you consider that if the contestants didn't want to move into the house, they could just sell it as well. Across the whole series, 20 different houses were built and given to contestants who competed on this show, and even though the second season questionably made a ton of changes, I don't know if I could ever be convinced of a more incredible reality series. Of course, give it a couple more years and maybe we'll hear something not so great from the contestants or production members, but for now, we can sit and appreciate the beauty that is Home Free and what the show contributed to each and every contestant who competed on the show into the reality competition genre.
Throughout the entire competition, we had no idea that everyone was getting the home. And then you see everyone, and it's just like, oh my God, you know, we all want a house. And it's just, you got a house, and you got a house, and you got a house, and we got a house.
Thank you.
Mike Holmes gave away houses. Top that, Oprah.
And there you have it. That is the top 5 elimination ceremonies in reality competition history. Thank you all so much for tuning into the video. If you liked it, please prove that you did by hitting the thumbs up button. And please comment below letting me know your own thoughts and your own rankings of the best elimination ceremonies. I want to hear every single one of your thoughts, especially if I missed the show that should have made it on the list. I appreciate you all, and I hope to see you in the next video.